God says you're ready. Now that you're past the era of name it and claim it, vision board it, New Year's resolution, New Year's goals, and all the things, God says you're ready, and He's ready to help you in your relationships, in your marriage, in your health, in your finances, with your children. He's ready. Are you ready? So let me say this in a way that is real for you, that you understand. And I want to break this down to you. And if you stick to the end of the video, you hear exactly what God gave me in the spirit as I was sitting here in my car. God is not overlooking your relationships. He's not overlooking your finances. He's not overlooking your struggle. He's not ignoring your finances. He hasn't forgotten about your marriage, your children, nor your health. He is helping you, but maybe not in a way that you expected. Let's talk about how, and let's talk about why. There's something interesting that I realized, and I just heard the Spirit say to me as I was sitting here. When we ask God for help, we usually expect Him to change the situation immediately, right? We expect Him to fix the relationship, send the money right away, heal our bodies, turn the marriage around, straighten out our kids, send something in the mail, make me look at my bank account and see my balance done change. But most of the time, God starts somewhere totally different than we expect. Totally different. And if I'm honest, we don't like it. And you know where He starts? He starts with us. See, we want Him to start with all the external things because it's usually everybody else. It's usually the bank. It's usually that relationship. It's usually our spouse. It's usually our kids. But that's not the way God sees it. God starts with us. And God often helps our relationships by changing what we would tolerate in them. Not who you're connected to, but what we tolerate. And sometimes that the help looks like giving you and I more clarity instead of closure. Because most of the time we want closure about why things aren't working out, what God is going to do in a situation. But for the most part, God will always give us clarity. He'll teach us healthy boundaries instead of endurance. Instead of us enduring the things that people do to us, He'll teach us now how to put boundaries. And in 2026, that is one of the areas that we are going to focus on together. Healthy boundaries. He'll help us by responding differently instead of reacting emotionally. Because a lot of times what comes up normally is what comes out. We can't continue to live like that because where has it got us? Where has it got us? Not every relationship improves because the other person changes. Some improvement comes because we do, because we change. And that's still God helping us. Although it may not seem like it, that is still God's way of helping us. In the area of our finances, when it comes to that, God doesn't always start by increasing our income. See, we praying, God, oh Lord, increase my territory. Lord, give me a raise on my job. Lord, open up another door so that I earn more money. The way God starts a lot of times is by teaching us discipline. Teaching us how to steward what we already have. And then we can see savings, and then we'll see increase because we won't spend our money in the way that we want to. Sometimes He'll show us the patterns that drain us. Sometimes He'll help us by making wiser decisions instead of doing things quickly, fastly, jumping on this quick, get rich, quick scheme type thing. He'll show us a different method of doing things. He'll show us a kingdom way of doing things. See, provision isn't just about money showing up. It's wisdom showing up before the crisis hits. How do I steward the money that I already have before I need the new refrigerator next month? Before I need the new engine in my car next week? Before I need, whatever that may be? How do I steward and save what I have now before it shows up? God helping us financially may look like restraint. Instead of me going out this weekend with my friends, we normally every Friday go out and have girls' night out, or we have dinner or whatever, right? Instead of doing it now, I restrain from doing that because I'm going to save that money that I would have normally spent. It'll show up in patience or a door closing that would have cost you later. You go out shopping, hanging out with your friends, right? And what happened? You pull out that plastic, you pull out that credit card. Well, it's going to cost us later. In the area of our marriages, for marriages, this part matters most. God often helps marriages by softening hearts, not forcing outcomes. He'll soften your heart to your spouse, not you trying to force them to act and do and be the way you want them to. God will often help us, our marriages, by teaching us how to listen instead of defending our right to be right. That's being a peacemaker. How to speak without wounding. How to be careful with your mouth, because some of us got some sharp tongues. We know how to cut somebody with our tongues. He'll soften that blow. How to heal internally so you don't bleed on each other. Again, the way God does things, what does the Bible say? God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. Because sometimes God's help is not fixing them or fixing the situation. Like I said at the beginning, it normally will start with us. It's restoring peace within you so you don't lose yourself trying to fix everything. Children. How does God help us with our children? God helps us as parents by giving us discernment. Discernment, not fear, not control, simply discernment. Knowing when to step in and when to step back and let them be kids. Let them figure out life. Let them figure their way. When to speak and when to pray. Because most of the time it's always going to be God praying. We were just a vessel that God used to bring them into time. They belong to him. So he has a plan for their life. Jeremiah 29:11. He has a plan for their life that may not look like ours. When to trust God with them and what we can and cannot control. Trusting God with the things in their lives that we cannot control. You can tell your kids all day not to hang with certain people, not to go certain places, not to do certain things. And you know what? They still gonna try. Because the peer pressure of society today will say, you're cool if you do this. You real if you do this. Oh, you flaw if you don't do that. Peer pressure. How God helps us in our health. Again, God help us with our health may begin with resting. Awareness, obedience. Obedience and don't eat those things anymore. Cut back on going there. Cut back on drinking this. Cut back on smoking. Cut back on doing certain things. Slow down. Pay attention to warning signs from your body. Pay attention. Addressing stress you've been carrying for a very long time silently. These are all ways that God helps us in our finances, marriage, children, our health. Healing doesn't always come to us as a moment. Healing, sometimes it comes as a process. If you stop eating red meat, this will happen with your body. If you stop eating takeout every day, this will happen. Now, I eat red meat, so I'm not condemning anybody that eat red meat. I'm just saying, this is how God will sometimes teach us how to care for ourselves without the guilt. Okay? And then there's a shift to it. Here's the part I want you to hear, and I want you to hear me clearly in love from the Spirit. God helping you doesn't always feel like relief at first. It's going to feel like tension, like he's like a child. You know, when you're taking something from a child and they cry and they kick and they scream because you're taking something away. Normally when God starts helping us and starts working on us, which he's going to do in 2026 because he wants to see you live an abundant, prosperous life that Jesus died for you to have, it is going to feel like adjustment. It is going to be painful. It's not going to be relief at first. It's going to feel like correction, realignment, because that's what he's doing. He's realigning your life to be and walk in all that he has purposed for you. He's helping you build something so much stronger, not just faster, but something stronger that you can sustain and that will sustain you for many years to come. So as I close in this, I just felt like, again, the Holy Spirit gave me this to share that God is ready to help you. God is going to help you. God is going to bless you in all of those areas. Your 2026 is going to be a prosperous year. You're going to live the abundant life that Jesus died for you to have. So if you've been wondering whether God sees the weight that you've been carrying, all that you've been oppressed by, your relationship, your finances, your children, everything you've been carrying, he does. And he's coming to help you. The help has already started. Oh, that dog. The help has already started. Even if it looks quieter than you would have expected, it's already started. Even if it's unfolding step by step in ways that you don't quite understand yet, you're not stuck. You're being guided. God is leading you to a blessed marriage, to fruitful finances, to blessed children. So listen, all of those things matter, but you got to trust God. You got to trust him. So I just wanted to come in here and release what I believe the Spirit gave to me. God is going to help you. God sees it right where you are. Right where you are. Your marriage, your finances, your children, your health. Trust God with all of those things. Until the next video, my sister and brother, shalom.